There you go. Hey, people. Good to see you guys. I luckily took the time to check and make sure that my mic was working. Because normally, you know how my streams go. There's always those problems. Hey, people. But it appears like everything is working. So we are good to go. I really need a mod, by the way. There's a couple that I'm thinking about asking. But so for now, until we get some people to join, because I don't see anybody in here, we're just going to sit here and look at crypto bubbles. Are they moving? Yeah, they're moving. All right. Let's say Pepe is up 4.3%. Abe's up 2. Penguin. Anything good? Hex is up 8.3. Aptos is 2.3. Link 0.7. Bitcoin is up 0.9%. Let's see, there's a few down. Who's down really bad? Form. That's not a good thing. LDO. I can't believe it that Pengu, Pengu, is actually up. That is, that just kind of amazes me. If you're in it, good for you. Me, not so much. Not so interested in it. Let's see, is there anything? Oh, Atom's down 2.2%. That's another project I worry about. All right. Pepe being up 4.1% is good for me. I'm sure I've told you guys a story of how I received 1 million Pepe for free. Somebody accidentally sent it to my wallet. It was very nice of them. For sure. Very nice. You know what I'm going to do is play you guys some music to chill to while we wait for people to come in, and we'll just let's see. Epic. Oh, I don't think I get a lot of choices, do I? We'll do some chill hop. How about that? Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Big Dirty Dirty. So I was just waiting for some of you guys to get in here. Oh, but you're here. So now we can start. Uh what I got on the screen right now is a website called Crypto Bubbles. And what it does is it's an easy app to use to just quickly spot trends in the crypto market. So the bigger and greener that circle that you see is, that means that the rate on it has gone up by however many percent that it says. So it's just a cool tool that I use. I'll throw it up on a screen. Most of the time, I look at the actual charts, but if I don't have time to look at the charts, this is just a good way to do it. Uh, yeah. So, you guys want to talk about crypto security and safety today? Because I'm ready to talk about that. All right. Well, let's get into it. So, the golden rule with crypto, as far as security and safety, is everything is a scam until you are 100% sure that it is not a scam. Every email you get, every advertisement that you see, everything that deals with crypto is a scam until it is not a scam, until you've thoroughly researched it and made sure that it's not a scam. So I'm going to warn you guys right now to be very cautious of the comments in my comments section on my videos, any kind of crypto video I do, because scammers are already attacking my comments. I had one the other day I had to get rid of. So it's always really, really good to be cautious about everything. Like I said, it's a scam until you're 100% sure it's not a scam. Until then, it is. Uh, Emails that you get. And this is not only a crypto thing. This is a everyday thing that you should be cautious with, because scammers are after crypto, but they're after your greenbacks as well. And there's plenty of scammers out there that will send you emails and try to entice you to click on them. So one scam that I can think of like that is they'll send you a thing from Amazon, and they'll say that something happened with your package. Your package isn't going to get delivered. It's being held up for some reason or another. And the only reason they're sending you that is they expect you to go over and click on the link that they sent you. And when that comes up, it's going to look like an official Amazon site, because they want you to type in all of your info. And then when you type in all your info, they have it. They have your username, they have your password, and then they go over to Amazon, sign in on your account, charge up your card, whatever card you have attached to that account, and have all the stuff delivered to a drop ship place that ships it out somewhere else, so that they're hard to track. So there are scams out there for everything. So always be cautious, not only with crypto, especially with crypto, but not only crypto, just everything you do in life like that. Whenever you ever get an email and it gives you a link, never click on that link. If you get something that says it's from your bank and that there's a problem with your bank account, right, and they need you to fix it, don't click on the link that they send you in that email. Go directly to your bank, because if there's a problem with your bank, when you go to your actual bank website, it's going to tell you that there's a problem. So it isn't something special with that email. So anyway, so we can move on from that. So always be cautious. Anything you get email wise or on Facebook groups and things like that, just automatically assume that they're a scam. Don't click on them. There are infections people can put on your computers just because you clicked on a link. It's that easy. You don't have to go and download something. They're executable files. They do it themselves. As soon as they get on your computer, they take over. So be very cautious of that. So, all right. So now we can move on from there. Now, when you start making crypto, and I've shown you guys free sites to use that you can get crypto for free. You can go back and watch that one video I did, and I'll be putting out some more videos in the future. But let's say you start using one of those sites and you start making money on it. You start earning crypto. Well, then what do you do with your crypto, right? How are you going to keep it secure from that point? Are you going to start an account with like CoinDesk or Coinbase or crypto.com or a brokerage like that where they sell the crypto right there on the site and you can have a wallet on their site? Okay. You don't really want to do that. You can do that. That is one way of storing your crypto. And then it's kind of convenient because you can sell it quickly right away. As soon as you get it, pretty much you can just sell it and turn it into cash and then put that cash into your bank account. So if you're going to do something like that, then it's okay to send it to a brokered account on like crypto.com. But if you want to hold your crypto and you want to wait for your crypto to mature, maybe to another price, well, you don't really want to do that then, because that is not a good thing. It's not safe at all. So when you put your money onto an account like crypto.com or Coinbase, what you're in effect doing is giving a peer-to-peer loan that isn't secured. There's no security to that loan. So if they were to go under, if they were to go out of business, they could theoretically just take all your money with them and go bye-bye. And I mean, you can sue them for sure, but you're going to have a lot of problems, right? That's going to cost you even more money to sue them. And even though I'm sure that if it was a big brokerage like that, there'd be a lot of people going after them. So, and there'd probably be a class action lawsuit at that point. Actually, I've seen that before where that has happened, where a place has gotten hacked and everybody's money got took out of it, and they had class action lawsuits going after them for people trying to get their money back. You don't want to be in that position, so don't put yourself in that position. So then what are you going to do with your money, right? Well, let me show you what you're going to do with your money. Place, and we're going to go. So the safest way probably to hold your money is on a wallet like this one right here. This is a crypto wallet, right? The company's called Trezor, Trezor. All right. They sell wallets, as you can see. See, that's what it looks like. And you plug it into your computer, and then you can load all of your crypto onto it. Now, if you have something like this, you're going to need a fire-rated safe to keep it in, or a security box at a bank or something like that. You're not going to just want to throw it in your desk drawer, because God forbid your house burned down, your crypto is going to go with it. So this is probably the securest way to hold your crypto, but like I said, it comes with its own set of problems. If you were to lose it or it got damaged or something like that, your crypto can go bye-bye. Although I do hear now that they are offering wallets that are hooked to the cloud, that you can get a Trezor wallet and then hook it to the cloud. Now that's a lot safer, to me anyway. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that are like, no, I'll never have anything that's connected to the cloud. And I understand that as well. I mean, there's risks with everything. Okay. But that being said, this is a good way to store your crypto, fairly safe way to store your crypto anyway. Now, another way that you can secure your crypto, let me show you. I got to switch screens again. That's it. That's all I'm going to show you there. This is another outfit that's out there that I really like. This is a good good wallet right here. Let me get back to you guys. All right, so this is called Exodus Wallet. And this wallet here works with Tether. So you can have both these wallets and keep your money that's in your Exodus wallet on a Tether as well. Okay. As a backup, basically. And as you can see, it's Exodus, EXODUS.com. Okay. And this is a cloud based wallet. So if you have this wallet, what you would do would be to download it, and you will get a unique key. And the key consists of, I think it's a 12 to 14 word phrase. So what you would want to do is type in that phrase. And one day I'll get into this like as its own separate topic if you guys want me to show you how to set up one of these wallets. But you type in your phrase. Now that's your personal key phrase for this wallet. It is very important that nobody, but nobody, get that key from you, that phrase from you. And they're random words like bus, car, tree, pencil. That's what the words that the phrase will consist of. Okay. Uh, and what you want to do then is write that phrase down. I would write it down on 3 different things and then put those 3 different things in 3 different places. So you would write down that code and keep a copy of it for yourself. Then you would write down that code and bring it to a relative's house that you trust. You want to keep 2 sources of it offsite. And it doesn't really matter, you know, so much the location of it. It more matters the people you can trust. Make sure that these are people you can absolutely trust with your information because that's your crypto. It could be thousands, it could be tens of thousands, could be hundreds of thousands of dollars on there. And if they have that key and they're so inclined, they'd be able to get into your account and take your money. And you don't want that. So, but yeah, this is the Exodus wallet. So once you download your money to this wallet here, you can then go to any computer anywhere in the world. Hey, what's up, heroes? Good to see you. I'm glad to see somebody in here. I always get a little worried that I'm in here talking to myself. Spawn Trooper. What's up, Spawn? Good to see you, buddy. So, all right, let me get back on track. So, this is Exodus Wallet. After you have this, you can then download this to any program or any computer anywhere in the world or cell phone, and you would have access to your crypto. So, if let's just say you were in Europe somewhere and your wallet got stolen and all of your cell phone got stolen and everything else, as long as you had access to a computer, you'd have access to your money. And that's the beautiful thing about crypto. All right, well, that's really cool, and I appreciate that, Spawn. I was hanging out over in your stream today. It was a good stream as usual. So anyway, guys, with crypto security, you got to be really careful. Never keep your crypto where somebody can easily access it, just like your cash. You wouldn't keep your cash in a bowl on your kitchen table, right? Well, it's the same thing with crypto. Always be really careful. Other scams that you might see that are really popular are if you ever join a Discord that's a crypto Discord, people will pretend like they're the owner of the Discord and they'll friend you. And then they'll tell you that they have like a special investment group. And what they will do is if you give them money, they will take and invest that money for you. And they're going to get you a 20%, 30% return. They always tell you some kind of crazy amount of money that you're going to get back. And it's just a special group for you. And all you have to do is give them the crypto and they'll go ahead and invest it for you. That's 100% guaranteed every time. A scam. Do not fall for that. Other scams they try to pull are mock websites that look like a website that you might be familiar with, but it's not. So always make sure you're checking the address that you're clicking on to make sure it's the one you want. I mean, there's just something. Does anybody have any questions about any kind of scam they've ever seen or would like to comment on scams? Because there's plenty of them out there. There are plenty, not just the fleeces either, because they're there to fleece people as well. They probably, yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, I could, that'd be the type of people that would do some kind of internet scam. Well, they are doing an internet scam. What I mean is that they would do a crypto scam. I could totally see that. That's what kind of people they are. So actually, I guess we all know people like that, don't we? People that would pull stuff like that. I'll be right back. Guys, give me a second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Somebody knocked on the door. What the hell? I'm streaming. All right, let's go back to the crypto bubble so you guys have something to look at while I babble. Crypto bubbles. There we go. Okay. All right. I need to I need to get my thing, my chat, so I can see it here. Why isn't it doing? There we go. Now I can see it. All right. Sorry. Let me get to chat now because I had it down. I wasn't looking at it. Oh yeah, yeah. The Indian. Yep. 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 You got to be really careful with Indian things. I'm not, trying to be mean or anything, but as soon as I get a phone call and it's somebody from India on the other line, automatically I'm skeptical. And I'm sorry I am that way, but it's just the way it's got to be now because of what's going on. But scams are everywhere. And like I said, crypto scams are absolutely the worst. Hey, Chris, hook up with me after the stream in over at Coop's thing, if you would. I want to talk to you. But anyway, yeah, getting back to it. Sorry, I keep getting off track by myself. I'm doing it to myself. I need to stop. So, what do you guys want to talk about with crypto today? I mean, it's supposed to be about scams and safety. We can do that, or we can talk about other things. We can talk about what's killing it today and what's not killing it today, because there's plenty out there for sure. Goodness sake. Uh, Bitcoin is up to $103,000. It's up 9.69%. Yes, 9.70% in the last 7 days. Ethereum's up 46%. XRP's up 20. Solana is up 22. But me personally, I'm staying away from that pig. You guys do what you want, but I ain't touching it. I ain't going nowhere near that slob. Solana coin to me is the king of the meme coin, right? Every meme coin, it seems like gets made on the Solana site. And I think when all the new legislation comes around, it's going to really kill the meme coin industry. It's going to hurt it bad, I think. And if that happens, Solana is just going to go right into the dumpster. So, because that's the only thing Solana has going for it. That is the only blockchain that I can think of that's gone down twice now, at least twice now. Nobody else has that claim to fame. No thanks. You can keep that pig. I wouldn't touch it. Speaking of scams, that's another scam you have to watch out for. Rug pulls and just crap coins that are never going to go anywhere. When I look for a coin, I'm looking for a coin that has a purpose. What are people going to do with that coin? Are people going to buy it or no? And if it's a trash coin, nobody's going to buy it. And then you're stuck. I don't care if you have 50 bazillion of them. If they're not worth anything, they're not worth anything. If they're never going to be worth anything, they're never going to be worth anything. And a lot of these meme coins that are coming out, the meme coin phase back when it was things like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, those were the good old days. Those were nice, and everything wasn't a rug pull. And now what they do is they get these coins and they really, really try to get you interested in them. And once they get enough people interested in price up really high, then the people at the very top of it that have the most of it, just boom, they sell it. And when that happens, it's called a rug pull, and it drops the price of that coin down to nothing. So that's a huge scam that you need to keep your eye open for. Any meme coin should be a red flag. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't good meme coins out there. I've had tens of millions of Shiba Inu. I have millions of Pepe. I still have millions of SHIB, but I did sell a good chunk of it. I took profit, which is a good thing to do with meme coins. Take profit. If they ever do bounce up and you get at least the money that you invested into them, pull it out quickly before the whole thing goes to nothing and you're stuck holding the bag. Take your profit, especially with meme coins. Maybe you don't want to do that with other coins like Bitcoin, right? Don't dump your Bitcoin just because you got a little profit. Hold on to it, and you'll make a lot more profit in the future. But with meme coins, absolutely. If you've made enough where you got your money back, maybe a little bit of profit, pull it out. And then hopefully you don't sell all of it and you're able to hold on to some of it. Like that's exactly what I did with SHIB. So I sold, I not only made a profit, I got my money back. I'm happy, and I still have some. I have millions of them. So if they ever do shoot to a dollar a piece, I'll be rich. I don't see it happening, but if it does happen, I'm there. I'm ready for it. Pepe, I got that for free because somebody accidentally sent it to my wallet. Now, that's another safety security thing that you have to keep your eye open for. When you go to send crypto from one place to another, you are being your own bank. That's the beautiful thing about crypto. The government can't stop you from moving your money around or doing whatever. Like in Canada, if you guys remember what happened during that trucker thing in Canada, the banks got mad, or the government got mad, the banks got mad, and they started closing everybody's accounts. And you don't want that because they'll take your money too, right? Well, they can't do that with crypto. And they tried. The Canadian government sent letters to these different wallet companies, crypto wallet companies, when they found out that the Canadians were sending crypto to support the truckers. They tried to get their wallet addresses and find out who those people were. And then the wallet companies sent back, they were like, yeah, that's not how this works. You can't, because you can't find out wallets, who owns them. DeFi wallets, good luck. You'll never know who owns that wallet, especially if those people are using that thing that blocks your IP. Good luck. So I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. be be really careful with stuff like that for sure. But the government, yeah, all right. So yeah, that's what I was saying. The government can't stop you from moving your money, but then again, you are your own bank. So when you type in an address that you want to send your crypto to, you better double, triple check to make sure that you put the right address in. And then it's even smarter to then send a portion of the crypto you intended to send. Wait, make sure that it went through, and then send the rest. Because when you're your own bank, if you make a mistake, you have nobody to blame but yourself. And there's no way you're getting that money back. The person that sent me that million Pepe, I couldn't give it back if I wanted to. I have no idea whose money that is. And there's no way I can find out. So it's just mine. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Chris. Hope you feel better soon, for sure. But thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate that. So, yeah, there are tons of scams, and every time I think of another topic we can talk about, I think about another way that they try to scam you with crypto. It is definitely a dangerous hobby to have. But if you do it right and you look out for yourself, because ain't nobody out there going to look out for you but you. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water. I get dried out sometimes doing this. Uh, what else are we going to talk about today? Let me think. Let me think. So, are you guys interested in any crypto projects? Anything you guys seen that anything that you're interested in? Any certain crypto that catches your eye? There's a lot of them that are catching my eye. I'm really liking, well, Bitcoin, that's an obvious. Bitcoin is kind of the modern day equivalent of gold, digital gold. So you can pretty much never go wrong with that. Ethereum, that's another one that's going to do really, really well, probably. And the only problem well, they have fixed that, but or a lot of it, the problems that I had with Ethereum. But one of the main problems I had with it was the gas fees. It costs so much money to move to move Ethereum around with gas fees that it just wasn't worth my while. And now I kind of regret not, because I could have quite a few Ethereum by now, but I I really just didn't mess with it because of the fees that are associated with it. They weren't worth it to me to pay in the fees. So, but one of the projects, my favorite project is XRP, Ripple Labs XRP. That is definitely one of my favorites. I think that they're talking about it might replace Swift for global transactions. So right now, when people send remittances, when they send money from one country to another, the path it takes is very expensive and it takes a lot of time. To move money from one country to another usually generally takes a week to 7 days to move it. Where with XRP, it's instant. I mean, it's just a couple seconds and it's there, right? So that's one big gain. Two, it's cheap. Doesn't cost anything hardly to move XRP around the world, but it costs quite a bit of money to send cash. You'd be really surprised at the convoluted way that money goes to get from one country to another. The usual process is that you go to your bank and you send the money from your local bank or whatever bank you're dealing with. Then that money goes to a central bank. And then that central bank sends your money to another central bank in whatever country it was that you were sending your money to. And then that central bank sends your money to the person that you intended for it to go to. So whatever their bank is, that's where they would send it. What's up, Mr. Coop? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Um, so it's a really convoluted way that dollars make it around the world to another country. And they literally have to go to that other country, right? So think about that. All the literal money, dollar bills that get put into shipping containers and are sent across across the world to other countries, because it has to be done. Whatever bank is dealing in another country has to have enough cash on hand to cover whatever money they're processing through. So if that bank deals with a lot of money, like the yen and then the American dollar and then all the other currencies, it has to have that type of currency. So they just can't have US dollars here and there. They have to have US dollars. They have to have yen. They have to have all these currencies to be able to pay that money forward. That's the way it works in the real world. So think of how convoluted that is. All those steps, somebody can make a mistake. Now, like I said, when you're dealing with banks, if they make a mistake, you're covered, right? Up to $250,000, basically, you're covered. So you can go after the bank, and they're, paper records. So they're going to see where the error was made, hopefully, and probably they will. And you'll get your money back. Crypto, on the other hand, you can send it directly. I can send you directly cryptocurrency from me, right? Directly to you. Then you can cash that cryptocurrency and then send that cash over to your bank account. That quick. The whole thing ends up taking 5 minutes between two people, and that's you putting it into your bank as well. That's me taking the money from my bank, sending it to my crypto account, buying crypto, sending that crypto to you, and then you turning it back into cash from whatever country you're in and putting that cash right up in your bank. That whole process, 5 to 10 minutes. Traditional banking, although you may see it electronically fairly quickly, that the transaction's been made, that transaction's not going to be made for 5 to 7 days. It's crazy. So anyway, what else should we talk about today? Let's see. Yeah, we got about 15 minutes left. So, are there any questions, concerns? Does anything concern anybody with crypto? Where they're like, well, I'd get into crypto, but what would that concern be if you had one? Anybody? And it doesn't have to be safety and security related. It can be any concern you might have. Oh, I'm just gonna sit here and watch crypto bubbles then. Well, yesterday was a hell of a day. The markets were crazy. I've had these two trades month. It's been at least a month that I've been holding on to these two trades, and the market conditions weren't right for either one of the trades. One of the trades got really close that I wanted to make, but it just never got there, man. And I was like, damn, it's taking forever. And then yesterday, boom, it hit. I was able to make both trades yesterday. So I was really busy yesterday watching the markets, and they went nuts there for a while. So, yeah, I made some really good trades yesterday, made a lot of profit, was able to reinvest that profit into something else. It's going to make me even more of a profit. So I'm happy. That was a good, yesterday was a good day. I hate it on days when the crypto market wakes up and chooses violence. Those are bad days. Those are never good days. Well, it depends. Maybe if you're betting against the market, then it is. But I try not to bet against the market. Well, if you guys think we're having fun now, wait till we get into leverage trading. I'm going to throw us a little bit of music on again. I think that chill hop is pretty cool. Relax, chill. Relaxing tunes with Big Dirty. Watching crypto bubbles and relaxing. That's the cool thing about the crypto bubbles. They are awful relaxing. I like them. See if we can spot any trends while we're here. I don't know, maybe it's a little loud, maybe. Oh. That's pretty good right there, I think. So we got music, but it's not annoying. That works. We should probably do more streams like this. This is kind of chill. Just sit here and watch crypto bubbles. We'll talk about anything you guys want to talk about. Bring it up. I'll tell you, Hex is pumping, but I really don't have any interest in it. I mean, you could send me that Pengu. You could send me that for free, but I wouldn't buy it. Floki. Ooh, that could be a good buy, guys. Let's look at that. Huh. Let's check that. Just noticed something cool. Where is it? Here we go. Look at that, guys. Stellar lumens are down right now. 31 cents is what they're down to. That's a really good deal. That's a super good deal. That's a that could be a really good discount on a good coin. That's one I'm interested in. I don't have a position on it yet, but I'd like to get one. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. And if it goes down further, that's a definite buy for me. But do your own research. Just because I say it's a really good deal doesn't mean nothing. Make sure we all have our own. Yeah, I don't mess with Floki, but I do like Stellar. Stellar is another American-made cryptocurrency. And right now, the Trump administration is favoring American-made cryptos. So they're definitely going to get a seat at the table. I like it. Stellar Lumens. All right. Let's go back to crypto bubbles and see what else is popping. Hey, Georgie. Good to see you. All right. Let's change that. Crypto bubbles and chill with Big Dirt. Let's see. Can we notice any other trends? Anything else I like to see? Hey, Paul. What's up, buddy? All right. Well, we kind of just started talking about crypto bubbles, but if you guys want to hear security and safety type stuff, we can definitely get into that. So, like I was let me cut the music off now then too, since we're talking serious stuff now, boys and girls. All right, you can just chill music for a minute. All right, so as I was explaining, everything in crypto is a scam until you are sure 100% that it is not a scam. There are so many scams out there. I've already had people try to scam in my comment section. And what they'll do is they'll put in an address or not an address, but somebody's personal key in there and pretend like it's theirs. And they'll say, I'm having trouble moving money from one account to another account. Can you sign into my wallet for me and move it? And what they want you to do is to be greedy and to try to steal their money. That's what they're hoping you'll do. Go in there and try to steal the money that they have in there. That's what they expect people to do. So you sign into that wallet, but it's not a single person wallet. It's a double person wallet. There are multiple accounts attached to the wallet. And in order for you to get the money, you have to put in a certain amount of money because it's never the amount that you can actually withdraw. It's always below the amount that you're allowed to withdraw. So you think, okay, you're going to be slick, add $5 or $10 to it, and then you're going to withdraw all of it. But as soon as you put the cash in to make it a withdrawable amount, they do it before you ever had a chance to do it. And the money's out of there. It's gone. And that happened in my chat, in my comments down below. And I had to ban the person. So everything is a scam though. As I was saying, every email you get, it's a scam. Every post you see on Facebook or anything like that dealing with crypto, it's a scam. Never trust anything unless you are the one that typed it in. Because if you're not the one that typed it in, it's a scam. Other scams that are out there in the crypto industry, like I was explaining earlier, are coins that have absolutely no value. They'll never have value. And people pump them up on the internet. They'll talk about them and say, oh, that's the greatest coin. You got to get it. It's a meme coin, but it's going to go. It's going to go over $100 for this meme coin. And then everybody jumps in on it. And then what happens is the people at the top of the chain have all of it or most of that coin and they sell. And when they do that, it drives the price of the coin right into the earth, right into the dirt. where it will never recover. So then you end up getting caught holding the bag and they get all your money. So don't fall for that. Only get into serious projects that are probably going to have a return. Okay. You can never rely on a meme coin to have a return. The only reason people like meme coins is because it's kind of like collecting trading cards or something like that. That's all those things are worth. Stick with the good projects. Stick with things like Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, projects like that, and you're not going to get ripped off. They're not going to rug pull. So, or at least they haven't. Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin's an important one as well. If I didn't mention it. So anyway, what are so I was telling you guys about wallets. Let's go over that really quick. What's the safest way? So let's say you start using some of the websites that I'm going to give you to earn free crypto. How are you going to hold that crypto, right, in a safe manner? And let me show you how we're going to do that. We're going to use this right here. This is a Trezor wallet. You would want to go to Trezor, Trezor.io to get this wallet. Okay. Never go anywhere but directly to them to buy the wallet. What people will do is buy these wallets, they'll take them home, and then they'll hack them. They'll hack into them and they'll give themselves a back door into that wallet. Okay. And then they can steal your money that's on that wallet. So if you ever buy one of these, you got to buy it directly from them, from Trezor. Okay. And how they work is you plug it into your computer, into the USB, and you can download your money directly to it. Your crypto. Now, once you do that, you're going to want to keep it in a fire rated safe where nobody can get to it. Because if it burns up or it gets destroyed some kind of way, you're going to lose your crypto. All right. Now, the other one, really quick, is Exodus Wallet. This wallet here, which is Exodus, EXODUS.com. If you download this wallet to your computer, you can use it just like that. There isn't a thing that you get. Your money is stored on the cloud. So you can access it from anywhere at any time. Anywhere, literally, in the world, at any time, literally, in the world, you'll be able to access your money. So, in my opinion, those are your two best options. There's others out there as well. And I'm not saying just if I didn't mention one, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I haven't used it myself. And if I haven't used it myself, I'm not going to tell you to use it. So there we have that. And that's what you're going to want to do to keep your money safe. Keep it on one of those. A couple other things we discussed, just in case anybody missed it. Never give anybody the key to your wallet. When you get one of those wallets, they come with a key. It's usually like a 12-word sentence, and they're just random words, right? Never give anybody that information. That is a bad thing to do. Let's go back to chill with the crypto bubbles. I love the crypto bubbles. And we'll add the music back. There we go. Got the music and chill. So, any questions? All right, guys. Well, it's a little bit after 1. So I really want to thank you guys for coming by today and talking a little bit of safety and security with your crypto. And we'll be back and have a lot more to say. I wonder what the markets are going to be doing tomorrow. But until then, y'all have a really good night and have fun. See you later. Bye.